After being blocked out for the summer with our silver annual passes, we finally made it back to the parks. Our first park this weekend was Hollywood Studios, and down in the description below, as I upload the other parks videos, I will have those links for you as well. The first thing that we noticed when we got to the park was how busy it was. This is by far the busiest we have seen it since COVID, and the lines were super long for everything. All the rides were crazy. We ended up just going on Rise of the Resistance and walking around the park and then eventually leaving. The big changes that we saw since the last time we were here were the removal of all the social distancing in the lines, the masks are back inside, and we also saw some of the new merchandise. So some of the items that we noticed were some new water bottles and sippers. They had these new backpacks and messenger bags, kind of like the tie-dye vibe. They also had some new kitchen items like these cups with these saucers and some mixing bowls and things like that. There were also a few new ears as well. We were really excited to hear that the popcorn stand inside Galaxy's Edge had reopened. They had this really awesome orangey hot chocolate, but unfortunately that did not return. But we did have the return of some of the flavored popcorns.
All right, we finally got one of these. Unfortunately, the hot chocolate that we really love here, they don't have it, maybe at Christmas time. But we got the new flavor popcorn. It's supposed to be like grape and cinnamon. So let's try a purple one. It tastes like Fruit Loops. Here, Brian. Brian's recording. That's pretty good. All right, let's try the cinnamon. Ooh. It's not really cinnamon. It tastes more like Fruit Loops, maybe with a little bit of cinnamon, but pretty good.
How much is it?
Well, like with the little buddy, it was just under 22 with tax. But if you just want the popcorn, it's like $6.50 before tax. And says that Dinosaur Gertie's is open. I don't believe him, so we're gonna go over and take a look. Is it really? Did you see those arms fly? So dramatic. Look at this.
You're gonna make home since lost.
Alright, I got the good old ice cream sandwich. I haven't had one of these. You know, the last time I had one was, and Brian got the bar, of course, taking a photo too. Last time I had one of these was actually at one of those after hours events, and I just realized that this week is Boo Bash, so I'm probably gonna have about 6 or 7 of these during that time as well.
Yeah.
We're sitting here wondering why they closed off this area over here and Genie popped out.
I think it's the first time here in Hollywood in a long time.
An actual character for meet and greet.
Some of the other merchandise of note that we saw was a stand of all of the Jungle Cruise merchandise to help, I guess, advertise for the new movie. None of the merchandise had anything to do with the movie. They were other merchandise items that you'd find like in the Pirates of the Caribbean thrift store for the ride. They also had a new Dooney and Bourke collection to add to the Moana one for the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And in the dress shop area, they had a new Stitch dress. We also thought that this new Star Wars apparel line looked really, really sharp. And to celebrate the anniversary of Indiana Jones, they also had a spot inside that Star Wars Marvel store in Hollywood Studios as well.
All right, we've been looking at this for, what, months now? Debating getting it. It is at Rosie's, and it is their fake lobster roll with their homemade chips. So we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna split it and see what it tastes like and see if it's worth it. As somebody who grew up in Connecticut and visited Maine every year, I will be a tough critic of these, or of this roll. So we'll see how it is. Torn about it, because it's really good. Like, the flavors are really, really good, but it doesn't have any texture like lobster roll. I don't know how they're even calling it lobster, like fake even. I would have thought it had like more like a texture like a, you know, like that crab meat, those little crab sticks, but it's just like vegetables. But with that being said, I would order this again in a heartbeat. It's really light, fresh, has a really good like vinegary taste. It doesn't feel heavy at all, especially on a hot day like this. So would I order this again? Absolutely. Does this even remotely resemble a lobster roll? No way. But like I said, it's pretty good. And Brian, Mr. Videographer over there, he agrees. So if you're looking for a lobster roll, it's a no. If you're looking for something light that's not a salad, this would be what to get. I have never seen this, so we had to document it. There is nobody at the farm stand right now. And even over here, slowly do the spin, at the margaritas, it's not even that long. That is definitely a first.
Thanks for taking a little stroll around Hollywood Studios with us today. My goal is to document the parks at least twice a month. So if you're interested in seeing what these parks look like just from our perspective, go ahead and like this video and also subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in another video soon.